Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please remember to click that subscribe button for me. I'd really appreciate it. Today we're going to be getting into the downpipe that I installed recently. A lot of people have been asking me to do some videos in car. I did a few videos on it already, but this is actually going to be some pulls inside. I did some pulls outside so you can see what it sounds like, see how it moves by the speedo, whatever, just to give you an idea of how it sounds inside, outside, that sort of thing. So without further ado, I'm going to roll those clips, and then please remember to watch the end of the clips. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. A lot of the questions that you may want to know about installing a downpipe, and some of the questions that I wanted to know that I couldn't get the answers to until I actually installed it. So check out the end of the video. I have about 6 or 7 different things I'm going to be going over that are very important to understanding what's involved with a downpipe as far as sound, check engine lights, tuning, yada yada yada. So remember to go to the end of the video after this is over, or just watch it all the way through. I'd really appreciate it, and we'll go over all that. So here comes the pulls. Check them out. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. First question I wanted to answer for everybody: does a downpipe actually make power? Yes, it does. It is definitely a good power adder. It makes power without a doubt. There's no question in my mind that you can feel the difference from a downpipe. The next question that I wanted to go over was, how does it sound? In my case, it's a catted downpipe. It sounds a little bit deeper, a little bit louder. Nothing crazy. Don't expect a crazy sounding exhaust. If you watch my cold start with the downpipe video, which is one of the videos before this one, you can check that out. I'll put the thing above so that you can click on it. Does it drone? No, it does not drone. It's still a stock exhaust system aside from the downpipe. There is no drone. So for me, that's a very important thing. I've had exhaust in the past when I had Corvettes, and it droned, and it just drove me crazy when you're on the highway. Drone is like a nightmare when you're on the highway. It's the worst ever. I hate it. So no drone makes power. Does it smell? No, it does not. If it's catted, if it doesn't have a cat, it's going to smell. But with the cat on this RV6 catted downpipe, I don't notice any addition of smell, let alone anything. Nothing so far. I could stand behind the exhaust and I don't notice a difference in smell, which is great because I don't want to come out of the car smelling like exhaust. Does it throw a check engine light? Absolutely not. This is the thing. A lot of people have the misconception that downpipes will throw a check engine light. This particular downpipe has a defouler and a high flow cat. Even if you have a defouler and you have no cat, you will probably throw a check engine code. But with this particular downpipe on my 2.0 Accord, this is an RV6 downpipe. The downpipe has a cat and a defouler. I do not have a check engine light. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't have a check engine light. I don't have any tuning to turn it off. I have a JB4. A lot of people say that you need a K-tune or a Honda to turn the light off. That's true if you throw a code. I haven't thrown a code, so I don't need that additional software to do that. So even if you wanted to run the car stock, which I don't recommend, without a tune and downpipe, it won't throw a code. So you can pass inspection. You don't got to pull it out. You don't have to do anything. Basically just bolt it in, no check engine light. So that's a really important thing for people, especially with inspections. Will you need a tune? Yes, because if you run a downpipe without a tune, you risk running lean, cause problems with the motor. Always run a tune. The other reason is, what's the point of putting the part in if you're not going to maximize the gains from it? You will gain power without a tune, but with the tune, you'll gain even more power. So it's just going to be that much better. And last but not least, was it worth it? Absolutely. I should have did this last year. The only reason I didn't do it is because I was afraid of breaking some bolts, getting it out, which in the video you saw I did, but I ended up managing to get away. So that was good. But yeah, it was absolutely worth it. If I had the chance to do it all over again, would I? Absolutely. So if you don't have a downpipe in your car, I highly recommend it. And yeah, it's just definitely the way to go. It's one of the biggest power adders you can add to one of these cars besides upgrading your turbo or a tune or even a fuel upgrade. So those are like the three biggest power adders you can do without going absolutely crazy. But changing a turbo is a pretty big deal in my opinion. So this is a basic bolt-on part. It's definitely worth it. I highly recommend it. The quality on this downpipe is top-notch. And like I said, no check engine light. That's really important to me. And I'm sure it's important to a lot of other people because that's something you can't pass inspection with. You know, pulling the thing out, putting it back in for inspections, especially in New York State, is just it's a nightmare. Not something I'm willing to deal with. I wouldn't do it if I had to deal with that. So I hope I was able to answer everyone's questions. If you have any additional questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And if you can, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.